Hey, my fit friends, how's everyone doing? I am one day out from a race called the Veterans Honor Run. Tomorrow I will be running a 22-hour race that supports and hopefully raises funds for veterans who are struggling with mental wellness. There are 22 hours in this race because there are 22 vets every day who end up taking their lives. And I feel like it's our responsibility to support these wonderful people who have dedicated their lives to defending our country. And so tomorrow I will be starting a 22-hour run. And I have a lot of friends and family who ask when I do these ultra runs, so are you doing that in one whole day? Will you be running the whole time? How does that work? What is this that you're doing? So in this case, and like most ultra runs, you go whatever the distance or the time is. In this case, it's time, so it's 22 hours that you're running. In other cases, it might be miles, so 50 miles or 32 miles or 100 miles. And there's usually a cutoff time. So in this case, because it's time, the cutoff is the 22 hours. And the goal is to see how many miles you can do. And maybe your goal is to do 13 miles or 20 miles of it or 50 miles. My mile goal is to get as many as I possibly can. The most that I've run is 100K, which is about 62 miles. I've done 67 miles in one run before, and I'd like to get at least over that in this 22-hour race. So what I plan on doing is packing all my things today, getting my nutrition that I plan on bringing, and getting my gear set out so I'm ready to go. And I plan on taking you along with that and just showing you a little overview of what that looks like. Okay, so for gear, I will be bringing my vest. I like this vest because it's got all these billions of pockets, so I can stick my water bottles here into these pockets, and then I have pockets to put other junk like tissues or chapstick or whatever. I can put my salt shoes or salt tabs in there. Yeah, this thing is amazing. I won't be using the back part this time because I'm not going to bring my big giant water bladder, which I then connect to this tube and drink out of. I won't be doing that because it's just a mile loop, so there's always water that I can grab from my cooler or just from the aid station that they'll have set up. And so then I'm going to also bring my barefoot shoes, probably wear them before I put my regular shoes on the drive down, and then on the drive back because they're nice and comfy. These will be my main road shoes, and then I have a backup pair which I never end up changing into, but whatever, you're supposed to bring something just in case. You never know. And then I'm gonna have the G1M Sport, which is what gives me my carbohydrates and some of my sodium also. And then I get most of my sodium from these electrolyte caps. These salt sticks are great because they also have a little bit of caffeine, which gives you that boost late night, in the middle of the night. So yeah, salt is essential. It also has other electrolytes, but that is super essential, and I learned the hard way by getting a cramp in my legs on one of my ultra runs and having to just tap out. It was a backyard, so you do as many loops as you possibly can, and the last man standing wins. I didn't get very far, but I learned that lesson, and I will definitely be using salt sticks from now on. And yeah, that's about it for gear, except for, of course, my tops and bottoms. And then I'll also have this jacket. I'll start off the day. It's pretty cool right now, fall in Michigan. So yeah, I'll definitely start the day in a jacket and see what happens as I go. The loop is just a mile long for this one, so it's kind of doing the loop over and over and over again. And there's always an aid station at the end of that. So I will be bringing my massage gun, a portable charger pack so I can charge my phone or watch, and this is the watch cord, like on the run. And then I have this battery pack, which I really like. I can plug in anything. My husband might plug stuff in. I can charge up anything from this. As long as this pack is charged up, it can give some pretty good power for a pretty good number of hours. I think it's like 6 to 8 hours or something like that, but we don't use it like a whole lot anyway, because of course all of these things are charged up, like my headphones. I bring ibuprofen and some creams to mitigate any kind of pain that might show up, and it usually does. On a long race like this, I've got some first aid, chapstick, that sort of thing, some kinesiology tape just in case, tissues and wipes. I've got extra socks. I don't really need a whole lot because even if it's raining or whatever, I don't tend to do a lot of changing unless it's like really muddy or, you know, some kind of crazy weather. I do bring a rain jacket or a lightweight jacket like this, just in case it gets heavy. I don't mind drizzle. I kind of like it, actually. And then I'm gonna bring this little mini crock pot and plug it into this guy. It's just to keep some nice broth, veggie broth, because I am plant-based, nice and hot. So that's kind of good liquid in the middle of the night when it's like cooler and, you know, kind of wakes my body up like, okay, we're still alive. And of course I'll have some hydration. I tried this Element and I really like it. So that gives me electrolytes that I pour into my water. Sometimes I'll do these little sports beans. They're like jelly beans, like just give me like a boost of sugar. But the preference, of course, is natural raw honey because, you know, it's obviously better for me. But the jelly beans are quicker to pop in. And then I'm going to bake these, or boil these potatoes actually. They're Korean sweet potatoes and they are freaking amazing. You guys have to try them if you get the chance, especially if you really like potatoes. This is a good lightweight way to get my carbs in. And then I like the noodles. Sometimes I'll put some of the broth into the noodles if they have them at an aid station, but this time I'm bringing them because I really want that this time. These purple potato chips we picked up at Sam's Club, it's crazy. I love purple potatoes. Anyone who's in the longevity space knows the health benefits of those. So the fact that they're potato chips is amazing. So that's about it. Really looking forward to running this race tomorrow. There will be times when I'm walking, I know, and times where I'm jogging slowly, but hopefully I'll get a decent pace through the whole thing, and not do too many stops at the aid station. This is a wonderful opportunity. I'm so glad to be able to participate in this. And I'll see you on the flip side.